Did you see that video? Yeah, I just watched it. It was awful. I can't believe someone would be hurt like that just because they're black.
So it seems like the past day and a half, the media and Arthur have been telling me that people are getting gunned down in the streets just because of their skin color. Kenosha, Wisconsin, it looks like we have a case of police just showing up at a scene and shooting a black man. My feeling, based on what I read, is that he must have just been walking to his vehicle to check on his kids, maybe reach in the vehicle and hand the cops a couple bottles of water. Since it's been pretty warm out lately, this upstanding gentleman here, great guy, parent of the year, how could they do this to him? The outrage. Let's watch the video we were shown in the media all through Sunday.
Wow.
There you saw it, everybody. Case closed. That man was just walking to his vehicle. He probably had somewhere important to be. He's probably just taking his kids to karate lessons, probably going to pick his wife up at work, because I know that she was working hard, working that 9 to 5 and everything, just to help pay the mortgage on their $500,000 house. And you see what happened. They just chased him down, hunted him down like a dog. Did you see that bloodthirst in their eyes? Did you see their eyes turn red, started popping out of their head, and then they just grabbed him. Just bam, 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 done. Just because of his skin color. That's what the media is telling me, and again, that's what I learned off of Arthur. In light of that innocent black man just being gunned down in the streets like that, at this point, it looks like he may make it through. They say he's still fighting for his life. People reacting to the news, these peaceful protesters, go out and do what they do. So there you see, a cop took a brick to the head. Everybody in the crowd got excited, started saying he got bricked. Apparently that's a term. Later on in the clip, people started cheering. You had people who uncovered Jake Blake's Facebook, where he had photos of cops with a pig face and a demon face. Makes you wonder how he got that in his mind. Why he's led to believe that cops are what he thinks they are. I wonder what force out there could be behind all of this, creating this narrative. Is there a political party? Are there media sources out there who are behind individuals thinking that cops are so terrible in spite of the actual statistics, and that this country is full of nothing but racists and supremacists? Again, in spite of evidence to the contrary, the extreme amount of evidence to the contrary. But they did shoot this innocent black man right in his back for no other reason than the amount of melanin he was born with, right? In addition to that, on Sunday night, there were actually individuals in the streets who reportedly fired shots at a police vehicle. I think the police showed a lot of restraint in that situation. They ended up tear gassing the crowd, and there is some footage of that out there. Police showed restraint. They wouldn't want to, again, go ahead and fire upon these innocent protesters. No, I know what you're saying. You're like, Dose, hold up. An individual fired at a police vehicle. Well, do police vehicle lives matter, is what I would say. They fired at the vehicle. There was nobody hurt. There was no possibility of anybody being hurt. It's just an armored vehicle. They can always go buy another one. There was no danger. These are innocent protesters after all. So again, police, kudos to you. Even though you're all horrible and disgusting, like Jacob Blake says, I'm glad you didn't kill those innocent protesters. Based on everything I was told up through Sunday night, that's how it went down. And like always, I like to be the one that's like bam, 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 just like first on it. Just getting the story out right away. Just go ahead and shoot a video out, shoot some comments out, Just believe everything the media tells me. Just believe that narrative. Just get the hook right there, right there. They got me. Boom. Every time. Damn. They get me. And they get me every time. And they get me to react. They're getting me angry. I'm going to go out there and be an ally now for the BLM terrorists. I mean, sorry. Peaceful protesters. I'm still kind of caught up in that old rhetoric. That was Sunday night. Why didn't I shoot a video then? Why did I wait a day to shoot the video? Why do I keep doing this? I don't understand. I missed the scoop. Wait, what's this? Monday? New footage shows Jacob Blake brawling with cops before being shot. As two white officers are placed on leave, while police chief calls Governor Tony Evers wholly irresponsible for condemning law enforcement. I don't understand. Open and closed case on Sunday, I was led to believe. Are you telling me that the media spun something to get me to feel a certain way? To get all the ignorant individuals, the stupid criminals, the scourge of our society, to get them riled up to do what they did? Are you... No, they would never. They would never. You know what? I'm going to need footage. I'm going to need additional footage. Jacob Blake, 29, an unarmed black man, was shot 7 times by white cop in Kenosha, Wisconsin on Sunday. Police were responding to a domestic incident at a home in the area. Though the nature of the dispute is unclear. Domestic incident, But I thought he was going to take his kids to karate or something of that nature. Well, let's see what else they're going to tell me here. Video shows Blake walking toward an SUV as at least 3 cops follow with guns drawn. Blake appears to ignore police orders to stop and tries to get into the driver's side of the SUV. That's when at least 7 gunshots were heard. Blake's kids were inside the car as the events unfolded. Video filmed from another angle shows Blake and at least 2 cops wrestling on the sidewalk near the... What? Wrestling? No, they were just playing. No, this is... Don't believe this, everybody. This is a friendly. These are community service officers. They were just getting friendly. They've done this 100 times before. They know Jacob by his first name. They even call him Jake. In the clip, Blake is seen extricating himself from the brawl and walking toward driver's side of the SUV. Democratic Governor Tony Evers said 125 members of the National Guard would be in Kenosha on Monday night. Kenosha Police Union blasted Evers for wholly irresponsible statement, calling shooting excessive force. The Kenosha Police Department declared a state of emergency curfew for Monday night beginning at 8 p.m. The shooting ignited outrage in Kenosha as local residents gathered to protest and denounce the police. Some smashed squad cars, and 1 other police officer collapsed to the pavement after he was hit with a brick. You saw that in the previous clip I showed, but there can't be this clip that they're telling me. There can't be more context to this. There's no way, because if there was, they would have told us this, right? They wouldn't do this to me. After George Floyd... Well, that certainly was horrific to watch, don't you think? Regardless of how you feel about it one way or the other. Interesting how that clip finally came out, though. Amateur cell phone video they talk about. Here's a few still shots. They have them circled here. Obviously, it's pretty blurry. You saw a little bit of the brawl there in the video I showed. And the predictable has happened. The state DOJ has launched an investigation into the shooting. Blake, who is listed in serious condition at a Milwaukee hospital, was shot in the back 7 times in front of his 3 children after police were called to his home to reports of a domestic dispute on Sunday. So police showing up at the residence do know what the call is about. They may not know who's involved. I heard it was between 2 other women. He was trying to break up a fight, possibly. All they know is there's a domestic, I believe, I don't know that they know which parties were involved in. Hopefully they do, though. The video of the shooting at Blake quickly went viral, with angered protesters setting cars on fire, smashing windows, and clashing with officers dressed in riot gear across the city throughout Sunday evening and into the early hours of Monday. Here you see Jacob in the street after he was shot. Let's take a look at some photos here. A lot of white people out here for BLM, carrying the water as usual. 7 bullets. This is the one I love here. 7 bullets, and look at a Mexican flag mask, and she has the Mexican bandana on. At least this guy has an American flag on. I'll give him credit for that. Why can we, hey, by any chance, baby, you watch this video, holler at me. I got a couple American flag masks and an American bandana that you could wear, since I presume you're an American like me. Nah, we love to have fun with them. Come on, USA, baby.